Jai Hind friends, welcome to my YouTube channel, The Wingman's Way. As I have already mentioned in my previous video, that we'll get to know about the preparation for the armed forces, and also we will get to know how a simple person can become an officer in the Indian Armed Forces. So let's get into it. In the halls of Service Selection Board, nobody is looking for the smartest person or the strongest person. They're looking for a specific type of people having those 15 traits which actually define that whether you follow or whether you lead. Most candidates actually mug up these 15 officer-like qualities as if they are some kind of a grocery list. But believe me, I have learned early on, watching my father serving in Indian Air Force, that they are not something that you study. They are something that you live. Hi guys, my name is Soumik Acharya and I'm here to break down those 15 OLQs or officer-like qualities so that we can learn from an aspirant's lens. So let's get into the cockpit. Okay, so guys, let's start with learning these 15 officer-like qualities. Let's first of all break down these 15 OLQs into 4 different categories and name each category into one body part. First category is brain. And the first officer-like quality that we're going to talk about is effective intelligence. It's not just about any IQ. It's about what you are going to do and finding a way when, suppose, a bridge has been blown up. What we will do at that time. The second one then comes reasoning ability. The why behind your what. If you can't reason what you're doing, you're not intelligent enough. Then comes organizing ability. If we talk about the organizing ability, if you can't be organized, you cannot be disciplined, and if you cannot be disciplined enough, you can never be a part of the armed forces. See, because discipline is the first ingredient to become part of the armed forces. The fourth OLQ that we are going to talk about is the power of expression. Communication is the key. We already know about it, that the communication is the key. If you can't communicate your plan, then your plan doesn't exist at all. It's just a piece of paper. That's it. So, the first category, brain, covers effective intelligence, reasoning ability, organizing power, and the power of expression. So guys, we'll talk about the second category, the heart. This is where actually the most candidates fail, because during the group discussion, they actually try to win the group through their arguments and all. But that is not the factor. The assessor is actually looking for the person who can cooperate with the entire group. Are you ready to work with a person who actually disagrees with you? That is something they're looking for. That's why the second category, that is the heart, we have social adaptability, cooperation, and a sense of responsibility. If you don't accept the responsibility, then you are not ready to become the part of the armed forces. Because with your growing promotion and all, we will be given the more responsibility. So guys, let's start the third category, the guts. The guts actually require a long time to be prepared, to live, and to be the one you are. So the categories are initiative. You should be initiative. You should take initiatives in your platoon or whatever unit you are posted in. The second is self-confidence. You have to be very much confident. If you are not confident enough, then how much your men will have confidence in you? Then we will talk about speed of decision. How fast you are to take the decision, especially if you are going to the into the Air Force, if you are going to the fighter pilot. They need to take their decision within microseconds because they are flying uh, uh, more than the speed of sound. Then we'll talk about the ability to influence the group. Influencing the group doesn't mean manipulation. Influencing the group means you have to keep them motivated. You have to be involved in them. And the last one is liveliness, because nobody wants a dead person in armed forces. If you are not lively enough, then you cannot motivate your men to fight a war or go into some kind of operation. So guys, we'll talk about the final category, the muscle. The muscle actually tests you, your stamina, your determination, and your courage. Stamina doesn't mean that how many chin-ups you can do, how many push-ups you can do. It actually tests that on day 4, under the scorching sun, are you ready to do those GTO tasks? And it's not just about SSB. It's a lifelong activity. It's about taking the limits and going beyond them. That is stamina. Second one is determination. Determination means, are you actually ready to do those tasks? Never mind how much difficult it is, how much painful it is. It should be completed at all costs. That is determination. Third one is courage. Courage means, courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid to do those activities or those tasks. It actually means you are afraid. You have fear in your mind. But you have enough courage to overcome that fear. That is courage. So these concludes the 15 officer-like qualities. I hope this video was useful for you and you will live up to your expectation and go beyond them. Till then, you can subscribe to this channel, The Wingman's Way, and also follow that notification bell so that you can get more updates for your content. So till then, Jai Hind guys, and happy aspiring. Jai Hind.